All right, I'm gonna also talk a little bit about this morning that I just had and how I was able to just close a deal remotely that was in Texas. I'm in Florida, and I actually had the mobile notary come out directly to my apartment so I could get the deal signed, which was really cool. So, and I'll tell you a little bit about the deal as well, because I was able to help the seller, or my team was at least, out of a really tough situation, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I wanted to share. So this particular seller was looking to sell their property, right? There's a mortgage of $300,000, and property's only worth about 300, maybe $305,000, right? So there's really not much equity here. So if that seller goes to try to sell it on the open market, which she did, the offers were all coming in the 290s. One came in at 300. However, since she didn't have any equity in the deal, she went to list it with a real estate agent, and she was going to be negative. She was going to have to bring money to the table to pay the real estate agent, as well as some of the closing costs associated with selling the property. So she obviously didn't want to hurt her credit, and wasn't wanting to do a short sale. So she's in a really tight spot and didn't know what to do. And that's where my team actually came across this seller. So what we were actually able to do is we purchased the property. We made the solution presentation to the seller. So we actually presented her with the solution that we were going to purchase the property subject to the existing loan. Right, so what that means is the loan actually stays in the seller's name. We're taking over responsibility for that mortgage by creating a new all-inclusive trust deed. And then now we're also transferring the title to us, the buyer, right? So mortgage stays in place, title transfers, this all goes through a title company, there's attorneys involved, it's all perfectly legal. And what we were able to do actually is we paid the closing costs, and we also paid the seller about, I think it was about $12,000 at close of escrow. So instead of her actually having to come out and pay the difference from a traditional sale, pay the agent, pay the closing costs to break even and pay that mortgage off, we actually was able to put a little bit of money in the seller's pocket. Sorry, you got my dog in the background. But it was really cool, and then I was able to close this morning, signing closing docs in my pajamas. So that was an awesome Friday morning for us. Let me know how your Friday is going.